Hello everybody, this is V Watson from Dudley Performing Arts. This is part 2 of Did You Feed My Cow? You can sing this along with part 1 once you have listened. Hello there. Today we're having a think about pitching 2 notes, high, low. Can you sing that with me? High, low. If you ever hear a cuckoo singing, you'd hear cuckoo. In this song, we're going to be using that range of notes on the words, yes, ma'am. Can you sing that with me? Yes, ma'am. Now your turn. Well done. So we're going to use that little phrase in a song, which is a call and response song. It's a bit like somebody when they're cracking a joke, knock, knock. The other person answers, who's there? So it's like a conversation. So the second part of the song, you'll be singing, and somebody answers a question, you'll be singing the phrase, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So that's the first part of every single verse. You start with, yes, ma'am. Now, they're talking about the cow in their field. Did you feed my cow is the question. We answer, yes, ma'am. Could you tell me how? Was the next question. We answer again, yes, ma'am. Then they ask another question. What did you feed her? Then we're going to tell them what we feed our cow. Corn and hay. Can you sing that? Corn and hay. One more time. Watch out for the D and magic T. Corn and hay. Your turn. Great. So when they ask, what did you feed her? Corn and hay. Corn and hay. So I'd like you to have a go this time at singing all the way through with just the answers. Okay, part 2. This is how it goes. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Corn and hay. Corn and hay. For the second verse in this song, it starts in the same way. So when we have a question, we answer, yes, ma'am. So the second question is this. Did you milk her good? We answer, yes, ma'am. Did you milk her like she should? Yes, ma'am. Can you see, just like the first verse, we say yes, ma'am twice. That's 2 times. Then they've got a third question. How did you milk her? Squish, squish, squish. That's our answer. Are you ready? Squish, squish, squish. Your turn. Well done. How did you feed her? Squish, squish, squish. How did you feed her? Squish, squish, squish. Let's try that with the music. This is verse 2. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Squish, squish, squish. Squish, squish, squish. Now in verse 3, it has another question. Did my cow give milk? Guess what our answer is? Yes, ma'am. Was it smooth as silk? That's the question. We answer, yes, ma'am. How did it taste? Good. So we're going to sing, they're going to sing, how did it taste? We answer, good. How did it taste? Good. So let me sing you that verse 3, the second part. Are you ready? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Good. Good. Now we ask the question, did my cow want to play? We answer, yes, ma'am. Did my cow run away? Yes, ma'am. Can you see that? Each time when there's a question at the beginning of the verse, we answer, yes, ma'am, twice. Yes, ma'am. How did she run is the third question. Clop, clop, clop. How did she run? Clop, clop, clop. Can you make the sound clop, clop, clop? Nice crisp p. Are you ready? How did she run? Clop, clop, clop. How did she run? Clop, clop, clop. Let's try it with the music. Now it's time to do the whole of Did You Feed My Cow? Now we're going to answer the questions as we go along. The first time we get a question, it's yes, ma'am. The next time we get a question, it's yes, ma'am. Then in verse 1, the third question we answer corn and hay. Fourth question we answer corn and hay. Well done. Then we go to verse 2. It starts with yes, ma'am. Then we go again. Yes, ma'am. How did you milk her? Squish, squish, squish. How did you milk her? Squish, squish, squish. Wonderful. This time it goes to the third verse. Did my cow give milk? Yes, ma'am. Did my cow make it? Yes, ma'am. How did it taste? Good. How did it taste? Good. Then the final verse, it's asking, did my cow want to play? Yes, ma'am. Did my cow run away? Yes, ma'am. How did she run? Clop, clop, clop. How did she run? Clop, clop, clop. Okay, we're going to sing the whole song, part 2 only. Hope you're ready. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Corn and hay. Corn and hay. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Squish, squish, squish. Squish, squish, squish. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Good. Good. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Clop, clop, clop. Clop, clop, clop. Well done, everybody. You joined in with part 2. That sounded great. Now, do you know what I think you can try? Maybe you can play this clip and you can sing the part 1 to go with it. Why don't we try that? So you've got to learn part 1 and then you can play this clip as your part 2 answering back. That's amazing. Let's have a try of that.